I hope you all really like candy because that's really basically all I'm going to talk about on here this time is candy burrs and the candy burrs isms. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Season 1, Episode 3 of Xscape, Still Kicking It. And like I said, this is definitely the Candy Burrs issue, okay? Candy Burrs. You really like playing victim, don't you? You really like playing victim, so let's get into it. I might as well victimize you. Now, Candy done put me in a position where now I felt as though I said, I got to go over here and turn this camera on. And then I have to go talk. And then I'm going to sound like I'm backpedaling and pussy popping. And, you know, I'm always the one that's running around saying somebody's backpedaling and pussy popping. But now it's going to make me feel like I got the backpedal and pussy pop. So that's okay. If I got the pedal backwards, I'm going to go on and pedal backwards in style. And I'm just going to victimize Candy like everybody else. Because Candy seems to like playing the victim. Now, I'm not going to go back on the things I said. I do feel as though there's always the divide of the sisters versus Candy, and then Tiny is just over there too. So I definitely feel that. Okay, so no, I'm not backpedaling on that. I feel that Latasha Scott, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You are really, and the more we watch, the more, again, between seeing you on R&B Divas, knowing what I know of Xscape, and just seeing you and your interaction on this show, you are a pure D bitch. Pure D bitch. And it's cool. And the fact is, I would respect it more if you stood in it. You don't stand in it. You try to get quiet and act like it ain't going on. But we see you. We see your ass. Remember, you used to be real big, so we couldn't miss you. Now you short, but we still see you because you're full of shit and you are a pure D bitch. We'll talk about it. Now, Candy. Candy was very upset, I felt, in this whole thing, what I gathered. You were upset about the fact that Jermaine doesn't acknowledge you. And he wasn't talking about you. And Tiny had a little issue with it too. But I believe a lot of that came from being around Candy and talking with Candy. And it's like, oh, Jermaine does all these interviews and he does this, that, and other, because Jermaine really blew up. He really did. And we were the first group. And basically, yes, he made us, but we made him too. You know, we catapulted, you know, him to get started with some other stuff. You know what I mean? It was really crisscross first, but whatever. So Candy got issues about that. And I think Candy's big issues with that came because it wasn't just so much that he didn't mention the group. It was a lot that he didn't mention her, and she felt slighted because she gave him her pussy. That see, it's personal. Not only did I made him money and I made him, you know, famous with my work, he has sampled my pussy. And then he just acted like I ain't shit. So she got an issue because, you know, she's a victim. She's always a victim. You took my pussy and then you won't even tell people that you appreciate me. Girl, your pussy ain't no better than nobody else's. He don't talk about Janet either. And I promise you, Miss Jackson's pussy is much more famous than yours, Candy. Good evening. There are songs about Miss Jackson's pussy. Yep. Anyway, moving on. Latasha, she feels loyalty to Jermaine. I picked up on that because she feels very much, and that's the only thing she said this whole episode. The only thing she really had to say was that if it had not been for Jermaine, we wouldn't be where we are. We wouldn't be the people we are. Nobody would even know who we are, possibly. So she has loyalty to Jermaine. She didn't really have a problem about Jermaine licensing out the music for that unauthorized Xscape movie. That's what I gathered from that. I don't think she had a problem with it. Again, the problem, her sister is thirsty. Tanika's thirsty. Tanika's thirsty. She wants to be in the spotlight. She wants to be back on stage. She wants that life back. And she tried and she couldn't reach anything solo, just like her sister did. Her sister just crash landed and she didn't reach anything. She is thirsting to be back in the spotlight. Candy and Tiny, they're cool, you know what I mean? So they have an issue. So they went into this meeting. Went to the meeting. Tasha never said a word. Tasha did one confessional this whole time that I remember her talking, and that was about her loyalty to Jermaine. And if you didn't notice, after 15 minutes into the program, we never heard another word out of Tasha's mouth. Nothing. This whole episode. Nothing. She's still claiming that her solo stuff was not an issue, which it clearly was. The more they're telling the story and we get through the story, Tasha's situation with the whole solo thing, it really was the driving force for why the group broke up. And I don't believe that's a lie. Now, that's one thing I will give Candy. Yes, she likes to play the victim. Yes, she's an old crybaby ass bitch. Yes, she's a mean, vindictive bitch just like her mother. She's all those things. But one thing that I've never known her do is a liar. I don't know Candy to lie. Candy stands in her shit whether she's right, wrong, or indifferent. And I've always given her credit for that. I'll give you that. You're a crybaby bitch, though. But, and you like to play victim. So the whole thing, once they came in, they went through the whole process of it and all that. Jermaine, I kind of was wanting to kick Jermaine in his teeth when he was like, I knew that y'all was going to come back. Jermaine, you ain't knew nothing. You ain't knew nothing, Jermaine. Standing, because you were doing good, standing in your truth, and I was there with you. Don't come talking no shit about you knew they was going to get back together because you didn't know shit, Jermaine. You full of shit. You did what you were going to do, and what I got from it, Jermaine, your bottom line is green. And baby, I am here with you for the bottom line of any of this shit is always green. The bottom line is green. Fuck all that other shit. I can't eat that other shit. I can't dress off that other shit. I can't drive Bentleys off that other shit you talk about. I done already ran through Candy's pussy. I can't even get no more of it. Todd standing in the way. You got a better chance of fucking Todd than you do fucking Candy. None of that shit is even relevant. The only thing relevant at the end of the day is money. He owns the shit. Yes, you're going to license it out for an unauthorized biography. Why the fuck not? He said it. It's going to make me money. It's going to make me money. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for money. And I was cool. And like he said, and they were saying unauthorized biographies. It makes people talk about you again. It makes you relevant all over again. It can be good. It's just like bad press versus good press. Any press is good press. You know what I mean? So I was here when I listened to what he had to say. I was here for it. He didn't say that he wouldn't license the shit to them. Now, I thought what was cool as a businessman, and he didn't have to do this. He said, I'll hold up on the situation. I'll hold them up while you pull your shit together, and I'll license the shit to you first to be able to do what you want to do. But then he didn't say, and then I'm going to license the shit to them too and let them do theirs. At the end of the day, I'm going to make money twice because that's what I'm here for. Money, because my bottom line is what, people? We'll say it together. 1, 2, 3. Jermaine Dupri's bottom line is what, y'all? Green. And I don't goddamn blame him. So I was there and I was cool with it. And everybody else was cool with it. And he told them flat out, shit, y'all ass was petty. That's why y'all been broke up so long, because y'all petty. And look at y'all are back together now, but y'all are petty, and y'all's petty is what had y'all broke up for so long. He didn't lie. It was all petty. And then I said, okay. And the thing that made me laugh, I said, everybody did what it was that they needed to do to try to win. Everybody. Candy. And this was the one line. Did y'all pay attention to this? When Candy said, and it all put it into perspective for me with that damn Tasha. When she said Tasha, yes, Tasha was the reason we broke up. And I kept saying, well, why are we blaming it all on Tasha? And then when Candy said this line, I said, oh my God. Girl, it's the truth. Tasha said to them, one statement, she said, Tiny and Tamika, y'all go on and have some more babies. Candy, you go ahead on and do your little modeling thing, and I'm going solo. She said that to them in the midst of an argument. She basically put her shit out there. She said what she thought. I am the voice of Xscape. I am the sound of Xscape. I am the driving force. Candy, yeah, whatever. Tiny and Tanika, y'all ain't nothing but some backup singers. Y'all run around having babies. Go on and have y'all's babies. Candy, you going to do whatever the fuck that is you're going to do. Your brother done passed away. You know, she used to like her brother. Her brother done passed away. He ain't managing us no more. So I ain't got no link to you for real. You getting on my nerves because you want to be me. You want to be up in what I'm doing. You want to be me. And you're not going to be me, bitch. I am Xscape. And now I'm going on because I don't really need y'all. Somebody had told her, you know, they got in her ear, told her, girl, you're the shit. It is you. You are the Beyonce. You are the Diana Ross, baby. It's about you. You are the Martha Reeves. Fuck them girls. And you know that's what they do. They do that to girl groups. And they did it. And Tasha bought in. And Candy played the back and said, I know how to win. I know how to win. Because I know I got a talent. And maybe I can't be you vocally, but I could be you at the end of the day. And Candy used what she had to get what she wanted. She went straight to the top. You go on and you work out little deals and do all that. I'm going on over here and fuck Jermaine, bitch, and I'm getting ready to be the shit. I'm getting ready to blow up. And that's exactly what she did. Candy took her talent and her pussy, and that bitch ended up on top. Boom! Because her bottom line, she learned, probably from Jermaine, her bottom line is green. Fuck who's standing in the front of the stage. Fuck who's standing center stage with that mic. Who cares? The bottom line is green. Take your pen and make your money. And that's exactly what Candy did. She knew how to win. In the long run, Candy won. Tasha, you still struggling, still eating oodles and noodles and shit. Trying to catch up to Candy over there eating a piece of steak. Only thing is, Candy likes to play the victim. Oh, they did me so wrong. Oh, everybody did me so wrong. It just gets so old. Yes, you did get wrong, Candy. Yes, we agree. We got it. But we threw on 3 weeks of this now. Okay, we're tired of this. It gets old. You and that crying, it gets old. And it then got old with this. So we tired of hearing that. So that's that. So all of that settled. So we should be off and good, off and running to the races. So here we go. We move ahead. The girls is good. They're getting a little stuff together. They throw all the dance moves out, which they needed to do because the shit was a mess. So they threw all the dance moves out. We're going to get up here. We're going to do what it is we do. 2-step and sing. That's what we're going to do. Mona Scott Young. Mona hooked them up. She hooked them up. They were in a beautiful place. She took care of, she brought them food and everything. Mona looked really good on here. She looked good too when she came through. She was, she was really, really involved. She set up for them. They were dealing with Angel Brinks to do their outfits and all of that. Everything was cool. Everything was running. They were being treated really like stars. Everything was laid out for them. They were going to do the BET Awards. And everything was cool. And then what got on my nerves was Candy. because everybody's like they have a victory. They battled the thing with Jermaine. They got it all taken care of. Okay, we're on a victory. Everything's going the way we wanted to go. Candy was still playing that. Well, I just don't know. And see, now I was kind of like, come on, y'all being too hard on Candy. I understand. Here I go with my back pedal. I understand how Candy's kind of feeling, and I understand that the camaraderie's fucked up and all of that. Okay, Candy. With this victim role, enough already. I'm like Tiny, bitch, either you're in or you're out. And so I didn't want nobody to ask me. Shut up. Now it's enough. It ain't got to be enough. It's just enough, bitch. You're either in or you're not. It ain't got to be too much now. It's too much. And then the thing that really took me over with her is this whole thing with Angel brings. Angel been dealing with them back and forth over, phone and messages. They picked out what their outfits were. You picked that dry ass one sleeve cat suit. You picked that shit. You picked that shit. The other girls picked what they wanted. You started looking and seeing what other people see. I can't stand no bitch like that. If you don't have an explosive fashion sense, that's your problem. That is your problem. They went to that girl's catalog of designs and they chose what they wanted. They chose what they wanted. You went through there and you pulled that old Elvira Mistress of the Dark ass bullshit. You chose that. You flipped past the page with the cat suit that was silver that Tiny picked. You picked past the page with the cat suit that was the steel, that gunmetal that Tamika picked. You put right past them. And you picked that old goddamn working at Sweetie Pie's frying the chicken ass goddamn jumpsuit. You picked that. So now you're going to come in here. Now you want to do different than all this. You're going to go put on the other cat suit. And like Tamika said, she was getting a few outfits for they weren't getting just one outfit for that night. They were trying on all of their things they had picked from Angel for the next few things they had going on and making the best of their time. And Candy had no business even trying Tamika's jumpsuit on. Period. You were doing too much because you know Angel. That's why you were doing it, because Candy knows Angel from the reality TV circuit. Because when they came to say, hey, Candy, she knew her. And Angel knew that shit wasn't going to go off right. Angel was like, oh, shit. I seen it in Angel's face. I was like, I know, girl. I know the feeling. Angel did not want to be up in the midst of that shit. But Candy put her in there. And Candy was going to play that game. She was going to go there with it. She was getting ready to try to overstep and go there until Mona came up through. Mona came up through and shut that shit down because she know Tamika ain't nothing but a slut and ain't got no goddamn good sense. And she told her, where you going? Girl, no, you're not getting ready to wear that. Not there. You can wear that shit when y'all go to Detroit, but you're not getting ready to wear that shit with your titties hanging out in them little panties and them thigh-high boots. Not at the BET Awards, darling. No, you're not. Really, no. Not on the... No. And Mona shut that down because Candy was getting ready to try to pull rank. I sat right there and watched. I said, Candy, you fucking bitch. She was being a fucking bitch. She was being every bit of Joyce that she got down in her crawl. She was getting ready to try to overstep Tamika and take that jumpsuit from her. That's the signs of a dirty, low-down bitch. I said, I didn't like that at all. I didn't care for that at all. Candy got on my goddamn nerves this episode playing. She gave me Debbie Downer tease the whole goddamn episode. I said, girl, I'm so done with you. I'm so done. Toy, get her and take her somewhere here. Even when they got done performing and they went over and just having their little wine and stuff. Why didn't want nobody to ask me? Oh, shut up. God damn it. So, that is that. This is where we are. This is where we are. And I've backpedaled as much as I'm going to. You know, I only pedaled back a little bit. You know, just a little bit. I still stand in what I say. I can't get with them sisters. Them sisters are shady, and they are shady against Candy. So that's the truth. That's how I feel. But Candy is an old, wanna play victim ass, sorry ass, crying ass motherfucker. So that is that. I'm done with this, and surely this whole thing is coming to an end. There's only one or two more episodes left. Thank the Lord, because I think Candy will have me strangle her if we was going to go any further. But that's that, and I will talk to you guys next week. Later.